Soul, hear these words as the gentle whisper of divine guidance entering your life at just the perfect moment. There are no accidents in the universe. Everything unfolds according to the infinite wisdom that orchestrates every circumstance for your highest good. If this message has reached you before the 27th of October, it is not mere chance. It is the manifestation of your alignment with the flow of divine providence. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to receive the assurance that the universe is speaking directly to you, encouraging you to step forward with courage, faith, and unwavering confidence. In this moment, you are being reminded that every thought you hold, every word you speak, and every action you take resonates with the infinite power of your own creative consciousness. The fact that you are reading these words now is a confirmation that you are exactly where you are meant to be. There is a higher order at work, orchestrating circumstances, opening doors, and creating opportunities that may appear mysterious to the human mind, yet they are perfectly timed to your life's unfolding. You are invited to pause and reflect upon the countless blessings that have been quietly accumulating around you. Even in moments when life seems uncertain or challenges seem to abound, recognize that the unseen forces of goodness are at work. They are aligning situations, drawing the right people toward you, and arranging for your success in ways that are beyond your imagining. The message reaching you now is a gentle reminder to release fear, doubt, and hesitation, and to step fully into the radiant flow of your own life. Affirm to yourself with unwavering conviction that you are divinely guided and protected. The universe delights in your happiness, your peace, and your abundance. Each day brings new doors of opportunity, and each challenge is but a stepping stone toward the realization of your highest potential. Embrace the knowing that all things are working together for your good, and that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. The timing of this message is a testament to your readiness to receive its truth. It signals that now is the time to release the old patterns, the limiting beliefs, and the doubts that have kept you from fully embracing your power. The moment has arrived to trust in the unseen forces that are orchestrating your life for your benefit. You are called to recognize the divine perfection in every circumstance, to see the blessing hidden in every challenge, and to affirm your victory, your health, and your prosperity with unwavering faith. Now is the time to align with the current of divine guidance that flows freely to you, for this is the season of realization, manifestation, and joy. Your life is a reflection of the thoughts and beliefs you choose to hold, and this message is a reminder that you are capable, worthy, and ready to step into your destiny with clarity, confidence, and an open heart. Every moment of life is orchestrated by an intelligence far greater than the human mind can comprehend. When this message reaches you before the 27th of October, it is not a mere coincidence, a fluke, or an accident of time. It is the deliberate and loving action of the universe aligning with your personal vibrational frequency. The divine, in infinite wisdom, always places messages, people, and opportunities precisely where they are needed most. Just as the sun rises at exactly the appointed hour, flooding the world with light and warmth, so too does this message arrive at the perfect moment in your life. It is a signal, a call, and an invitation, all wrapped into one, designed to awaken a deeper awareness of the sacred order that governs every aspect of your existence. Consider for a moment the remarkable precision with which life unfolds. Seeds planted in the earth germinate not a day too soon or a day too late. The rain falls when it is needed, nourishing growth that could not happen without it. In the same way, your life receives the messages, signs, and confirmations that are exactly right for your development, your understanding, and your joy. When this message has reached you now, it is as if the universe has tapped you on the shoulder and whispered, "You are ready. You are aligned. You are prepared to receive the next step in your journey." This is a principle that governs not only your spiritual awakening, but also your material, emotional, and relational experiences. Divine timing is always perfect. It does not rush and it does not delay. Every arrival, every encounter, and every synchronicity is choreographed to fit your highest good. This message, appearing before the 27th of October, is a reflection of your readiness to grasp a truth that could have passed unnoticed had you been in a different mindset or state of consciousness. The universe recognizes your capacity to receive guidance and arranges circumstances so that wisdom can enter your life when you are most able to act upon it. This is why timing is never random. It is an intimate communication between your soul and the infinite, a reminder that you are never alone and that everything is unfolding under divine supervision. When you understand this principle, a profound sense of trust begins to awaken within you. You start to perceive that every occurrence in your life, even those that appear chaotic, confusing, or challenging, is part of a purposeful sequence designed to lead you to clarity, freedom, and joy. The arrival of this message now is a perfect example. It is not merely words on a screen, a fleeting note, or a passing thought. It is a carefully placed piece of spiritual encouragement meant to reinforce your faith in the invisible guidance that directs your steps. There is a magical precision in the universe, one that mirrors the exactness of the natural world, where no star is out of place and no wave rises before its appointed time. Your life is no less meticulously arranged. Recognize that this message is a reflection of your current state of alignment. The divine always meets you where you are, never where you are not ready to go. Your awareness, your openness, and your willingness to receive are like magnets attracting guidance and confirmation. That it has reached you now indicates a harmony between your inner world and the universe's perfect plan. In other words, you are tuned into a frequency that resonates with insight, opportunity, and understanding. This synchronicity is not accidental. It is purposeful, deliberate, and filled with intention. You are being prepared, prompted, and supported to recognize that nothing in life happens out of order. Every message that arrives at the perfect moment is also an affirmation of your inner power. To receive guidance at the right time is to witness the universe reflecting back your own readiness, your own attunement, and your own inner clarity. When you see the timing of events as purposeful, you cultivate patience and confidence, knowing that life is unfolding according to an unseen but benevolent plan. The divine intelligence that directs these moments is infinitely wise and perfectly attuned to your highest good. It places teachers, friends, opportunities, and messages along your path precisely when they will have the greatest effect, shaping your understanding, your growth, and your spiritual awakening. As you contemplate the arrival of this message, allow yourself to feel the profound support of the universe. Let this knowledge dissolve any tension, worry, or impatience you may carry. Every instance of perfect timing is a gentle demonstration that life is constantly guided by forces beyond your conscious control, yet entirely supportive of your desires and needs. By recognizing and appreciating the precision of divine timing, you awaken to a deeper trust in the unfolding of life, knowing that the right message, the right person, or the right opportunity will always come when your soul is ready to embrace it fully. It is also important to understand that divine timing is often invisible to the human eye. While the message arrives now, the threads that brought it into your life have been weaving for months, perhaps years. Every choice, thought, prayer, and intention contributes to the alignment that allows guidance to appear at just the right moment. Your life is a tapestry of events and encounters, each one carefully connected to the next by invisible cords of wisdom. Receiving this message before the 27th of October is a small but profound demonstration of this principle. The universe is always orchestrating circumstances with perfect intelligence, and your awareness of these moments allows you to participate consciously in the flow of life. By acknowledging the divine timing of this message, you are also stepping into a greater awareness of your own life's rhythm. You begin to see that nothing is ever too early or too late. Everything arrives in its appointed hour. This recognition empowers you to move with confidence, to act decisively, and to embrace the unfolding of events with a sense of trust and serenity. The precise arrival of this message reflects a universe that is both ordered and benevolent, a universe that operates in harmony with your highest good and with the eternal intelligence that sustains all life. Every thought you hold in your mind is a seed planted in the fertile soil of the subconscious, and every word you speak is the sunlight that nurtures that seed into form. The law of mind is inexorable. Thoughts are forces, invisible yet powerful, shaping the world around you even before the physical eye perceives their effect. When you understand this truth, you recognize that nothing in life occurs randomly, and nothing is outside your creative influence. Your words are vibrations, and your actions are the movements that give momentum to these vibrations, manifesting them into tangible realities. The moment you become aware of the power you possess, a subtle yet profound shift occurs within you. You begin to realize that you are not merely a participant in life, but a co-creator with the infinite, shaping your experiences and circumstances with the deliberate and conscious use of thought, word, and action. It is important to remember that your thoughts carry the blueprint of everything you will ever experience. A fleeting worry, a hopeful vision, or a determined intention sends out waves into the unseen realms, where they attract corresponding conditions and events. This is why attention to the quality of your thoughts is paramount. When your mind dwells upon fear, lack, or limitation, you are unconsciously drawing situations that reflect those patterns back to you. Conversely, when your mind focuses on abundance, joy, courage, and divine guidance, the universe responds, arranging people, circumstances, and opportunities to bring these qualities into your life. Thoughts are not idle musings. They are creative acts that ripple outward, shaping destiny. Your words, when spoken consciously, act as magical incantations, affirming the reality you wish to see. The tongue, guided by understanding and faith, becomes a wand of creation. Every time you speak positively, encouragingly, and with faith, you cast a spell of transformation over your life. Words spoken without awareness, however, carry the power of destruction, as negative affirmations, complaints, and doubts leave impressions upon the subconscious mind and attract matching experiences. The wise soul therefore guards their speech, recognizing that every utterance is a declaration to the universe. Words have a rhythm, a vibration, and a magnetic quality that draws circumstances and people into alignment with the reality you are actively expressing. When this principle is applied with conscious awareness, even the smallest word becomes a lever of creation, moving mountains, opening doors, and transforming situations. Actions are the final step in the creative cycle, giving form and substance to thought and word. Even the purest intention, without action, remains in the invisible realm, waiting to be translated into experience. The body becomes an instrument of manifestation, moving in harmony with the mind and voice to complete the work of creation. Each choice, each movement, each act of courage or kindness is an expression of your inner power, extending the influence of your thoughts and words into the physical world. Actions amplify the energy of intention, bringing about results that can be seen, felt, and measured. It is through consistent, faithful action aligned with positive thought and truthful speech that life is transformed and desires are fulfilled. There is an intimate relationship between thought, word, and action. One without the others is incomplete. Thought without expression may remain dormant. Words without belief may fall flat. And action without vision may wander aimlessly. The law works most powerfully when these three elements are harmonized, acting as one unified force. The moment you think a noble thought, speak it with conviction, and act upon it with courage, the invisible powers of the universe respond, organizing circumstances and events to manifest the desire in perfect order. This is the secret of all great achievements, the key to every victory, and the principle that underlies all success in life. As you become aware of the creative power inherent in your thoughts, words, and actions, a sense of responsibility naturally arises. You recognize that the state of your outer world is a reflection of your inner consciousness. Prosperity, joy, health, and love are not granted externally. They are drawn into your life as the logical outcome of your inner beliefs, affirmations, and deeds. Conversely, worry, fear, disease, and limitation are the products of misaligned thought, careless speech, and inconsistent action. To understand this is to wield authority over your life, to step into the role of conscious co-creator, and to recognize that every circumstance is subject to the law of mind, which responds unfailingly to the vibration you emit. The transformative power of thought, word, and action is also deeply spiritual. The divine presence within you is constantly responding to your mental and verbal expressions, to the alignment of your deeds with your highest good. When you think with clarity, speak with faith, and act with integrity, you are harmonizing with the universal mind, and your life becomes a channel through which divine creativity flows. Miracles, blessings, and solutions to difficulties manifest effortlessly when you understand and honor this principle. Each positive thought, each spoken affirmation, each inspired action is a step into a higher consciousness where life unfolds in harmony with divine purpose. It is also essential to recognize that the creative power of your mind, words, and deeds extends beyond the personal sphere. Every thought you entertain, every word you utter, every action you perform sends ripples into the collective consciousness. Your inner alignment contributes to the greater harmony of the world, influencing events and circumstances in ways you may never see, but that are no less real. The law is impartial. It responds to every vibration, whether positive or negative, expanding and reflecting it outward. Understanding this interconnection inspires greater care, mindfulness, and reverence for the gifts of creation, encouraging you to cultivate thoughts of love, words of encouragement, and deeds of service. To harness this power fully, it is necessary to cultivate self-awareness, faith, and persistence. Awareness allows you to observe your thoughts and words, correcting those that are misaligned with your highest good. Faith anchors your intentions in the certainty that the universe will respond, and persistence ensures that your actions are consistent with the vision you hold. The combination of these qualities magnifies your creative influence, transforming ordinary circumstances into opportunities for manifestation and revealing the hidden potential within every moment. When these principles are fully embraced, life becomes a canvas upon which you paint with the colors of your own choosing. No longer are you at the mercy of circumstance. Rather, you move with purpose, knowing that every thought, word, and action is a brushstroke contributing to the masterpiece of your life. The power to transform your reality lies within you, always ready to respond to the vibration you emit and the intention you hold. Life often presents situations that appear confusing, overwhelming, or even unfair, yet each of these circumstances is a carefully arranged element in the tapestry of your growth and divine unfolding. Challenges are not punishments, accidents, or signs of misfortune. They are purposeful opportunities designed to awaken, strengthen, and elevate the spirit. Every difficulty, whether it be in relationships, health, finances, or personal development, carries within it the hidden seed of blessing. The universe, in infinite wisdom, orchestrates these experiences with perfect timing and precise intention, knowing that each circumstance, no matter how small or seemingly inconvenient, has the power to transform you when approached with understanding and faith. It is essential to recognize that life is not a series of random events. Every circumstance, every encounter, and every apparent obstacle is a reflection of deeper laws at work, laws that respond to thought, word, and action, and that are guided by divine intelligence. When you view a challenge not as a burden, but as a carefully orchestrated lesson, your perspective shifts, and your heart opens to the wisdom contained within the experience. The universe never places you in a situation without providing the resources, guidance, and inner strength needed to navigate it successfully. What may appear as a hardship is often a doorway to expansion, a teacher in disguise, and a necessary catalyst for growth that cannot be achieved through comfort alone. When a challenge arises, it is important to pause and reflect on the unseen forces behind it. There is always an underlying purpose, a reason for the timing, and a plan for resolution. Life's obstacles serve to refine character, to clarify intention, and to deepen spiritual awareness. In each trial, the universe is inviting you to shift your focus from fear and limitation to faith and possibility. By asking, "What is this teaching me?" or how can I grow through this, you align yourself with the higher intelligence orchestrating your path. This inquiry transforms difficulty into opportunity and allows the invisible forces of life to work through you, guiding circumstances toward resolution and blessing. Consider that the most profound victories and achievements often emerge from circumstances that initially appeared insurmountable. The human spirit is strengthened through resistance, resilience, and perseverance, and every challenge provides a stage upon which courage, patience, and wisdom may be exercised. The universe designs each circumstance to match your current level of understanding, ensuring that you are never asked to face more than you are capable of overcoming. Divine timing ensures that lessons arrive precisely when you are ready to benefit from them, just as the ripest fruit appears on the tree when it is fully matured. Every difficulty is a form of preparation, equipping you with the skills, insight, and spiritual strength necessary to embrace your next stage of life with confidence. It is also important to remember that circumstances often reflect inner conditions. Outer challenges are mirrors of beliefs, thoughts, and patterns that require adjustment or refinement. When you encounter opposition, it may be revealing a hidden fear, a limiting belief, or an unresolved emotion. By approaching challenges with a spirit of inquiry and faith, you discover that every obstacle carries a dual purpose: to teach a lesson and to reveal an opportunity for transformation. The wisdom you gain from navigating difficulties enhances your ability to recognize blessings, to act with discernment, and to trust the guidance of your own inner spirit. Faith is the key that unlocks the hidden purpose of every circumstance. When you maintain the belief that all events are orchestrated for your highest good, you begin to see the invisible order underlying apparent chaos. Challenges no longer intimidate, worry no longer consumes, and uncertainty no longer paralyzes. Instead, each situation becomes a field upon which you exercise creative power, shaping outcomes through thought, word, and inspired action. The universe responds to your alignment with trust and courage, guiding events toward resolution, often in ways more abundant and harmonious than you could have imagined. The law of divine orchestration works in perfect harmony with your readiness, your intentions, and your willingness to embrace growth. The challenges you face are not arbitrary tests of endurance. They are invitations to rise above limitation, to access inner resources, and to step into greater awareness of your innate power. Each circumstance is like a sculptor's tool, chiseling away old beliefs, habits, and fears to reveal the strength, wisdom, and beauty of your true self. Through this process, you discover the remarkable resilience of the human spirit, the power of aligned thought and action, and the grace that emerges when you trust in the guidance of life itself. Even when the outcome of a challenge seems uncertain, there is a divine purpose at work. The universe orchestrates events in subtle, invisible ways, ensuring that every experience contributes to your ultimate well-being. Synchronicities appear, solutions emerge, and guidance is provided, often when you least expect it. By maintaining a mindset of faith and openness, you allow these unseen forces to operate unhindered, transforming circumstances and leading you toward opportunities that reflect your highest good. Challenges are therefore not obstacles to be feared, but instruments of progress, carefully timed and perfectly aligned with your spiritual, emotional, and material evolution. It is also important to acknowledge the interplay between patience and action. While the universe orchestrates circumstances with divine timing, your role is to respond with wisdom, courage, and inspired effort. Challenges are not an excuse for passivity. They are invitations to exercise discernment, apply knowledge, and act in harmony with your inner guidance. By responding consciously, you amplify the creative forces already at work, allowing solutions, blessings, and positive transformations to unfold with grace and precision. The apparent difficulty of a situation is often diminished when approached with clarity, faith, and steady action, revealing the hidden pattern of divine orchestration that has been at work all along. When you embrace this understanding, life becomes a continuous series of opportunities for growth and manifestation. Every challenge, difficulty, or unexpected event is recognized as part of a purposeful plan designed to guide you toward your highest potential. The mind attuned to this law sees blessings in disguise, perceives lessons in every circumstance, and cultivates trust in the intelligence that governs life. Challenges no longer provoke fear or despair. They inspire courage, creativity, and faith. Life, viewed through this lens, is a magnificent orchestration of events, each note resonating with the wisdom, love, and guidance of a higher power, ensuring that every circumstance contributes to your growth, fulfillment, and well-being. Fear is one of the most subtle and insidious forces that can enter the human mind, yet it is entirely illusory, existing only as a product of imagination and belief. When fear arises, it is a signal that thoughts and beliefs have been misaligned with the divine truth within you. Every fear, worry, or hesitation represents a choice to focus on lack, limitation, or the unknown, rather than on the infinite abundance, guidance, and protection available from the universe. Recognizing fear for what it truly is, the opposite of faith, allows you to release its grip and step into a higher consciousness where trust, courage, and clarity govern your thoughts, words, and actions. The first step in this liberation is awareness, acknowledging the presence of fear without judgment and choosing instead to align with the unseen forces that orchestrate every moment of your life for your highest good. Limiting beliefs like fear are mental barriers that confine your vision, restrict your opportunities, and inhibit the natural flow of abundance, health, and joy. They are often rooted in past experiences, societal conditioning, or repeated patterns of thought that no longer serve your highest purpose. These beliefs convince the mind that certain things are impossible, that you are unworthy, or that life must conform to a narrow set of circumstances. Yet the truth is that the universe is infinite, and you are a direct expression of that infinity. When you consciously identify these limiting beliefs, question them, and replace them with affirmations of faith, courage, and possibility, you release the chains that have held you back. Each limiting belief removed creates space for new opportunities, higher consciousness, and divine guidance to flow freely into your life. Trust in divine guidance is the antidote to fear and the key to releasing limiting beliefs. The universe is always responsive, always aware of your needs, and always arranging circumstances to support your growth and highest good. Trust does not require you to see the entire path, nor does it require that every detail of the future be revealed. Instead, trust is the quiet knowing that an intelligence greater than your own is guiding your steps with perfect wisdom, timing, and love. When you choose to align with this guidance, fear loses its power, and your thoughts, words, and actions naturally come into harmony with the universal flow. You begin to notice opportunities appearing effortlessly, solutions emerging with ease, and synchronicities aligning to support your path. The process of releasing fear begins with recognizing that fear itself has no real power except the power you give it. Every fear is a thought projected into the future, a projection of doubt, lack, or limitation. It exists only as long as you continue to feed it with attention and energy. By consciously shifting your focus to faith, trust, and the reality of divine guidance, you replace fear with a magnetic energy that attracts solutions, resources, and support. Affirmations, visualization, and deliberate positive thought act as tools to dismantle fear, reprogram the subconscious, and establish a vibration of trust that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. The limiting beliefs are often intertwined with fear, reinforcing it and keeping the mind focused on what cannot be done, rather than what is possible. To release these beliefs, it is essential to recognize their origin, challenge their validity, and affirm the truth of your divine nature. You are a spiritual being, inherently capable, and endowed with the creative power to manifest health, prosperity, love, and joy. By repeating affirmations that reflect your worthiness, abundance, and alignment with divine guidance, you replace old, restrictive patterns with empowering beliefs. This mental transformation directly affects your emotional state, your behavior, and the results you experience in life. opening doors to opportunities that were previously invisible or inaccessible. Faith and trust are not passive states, they require conscious choice and practice. You cultivate trust by observing the evidence of guidance in your own life. Instances when solutions appeared, when opportunities arrived, when insights came at just the right moment. Each of these experiences reinforces the understanding that the universe is responsive, intelligent, and benevolent. By keeping a record of these moments, whether in a journal, a reflection practice, or in daily gratitude, you create a tangible sense of trust that strengthens with time and consistency. The mind that is grounded in trust no longer trembles at uncertainty, but instead navigates life with poise, confidence, and the assurance that everything is unfolding perfectly. Visualization is a powerful tool to support the release of fear and the replacement of limiting beliefs with trust in divine guidance. When you vividly imagine outcomes of success, joy, and abundance, your subconscious mind receives a clear directive, and the universal forces respond accordingly. Fear loses its foothold because the mind is occupied with possibilities, hope, and the certainty of guidance, rather than with imagined obstacles or lack. Each visualization is a declaration to the universe that you are aligned, receptive, and ready to participate in the creative process. This practice strengthens your faith and reinforces the awareness that you are always supported, always guided, and always moving toward your highest good. The journey of releasing fear also involves cultivating inner silence and stillness. In moments of quiet reflection, meditation, or prayer, the mind becomes a receptive vessel for guidance. The chaos of fear and doubt cannot coexist with the clarity of a calm, focused mind. By setting aside time each day to connect with the inner presence, you create a channel through which intuitive insights, creative solutions, and divine inspiration flow naturally. This alignment transforms your perception of challenges, turning them into opportunities, lessons, and stepping stones, rather than sources of anxiety or limitation. The power of affirmations cannot be overstated in this process. Repeating statements such as, "I am guided, protected, and divinely supported," or "all fear dissolves in the light of faith and understanding," trains the mind to think in alignment with truth rather than illusion. Over time, these affirmations replace old mental habits with new patterns of empowerment, fostering a sense of confidence, security, and unwavering trust in divine orchestration. They become the daily reinforcement that your life is guided, that challenges are purposeful, and that your highest good is always being manifested. Every act of releasing fear and limiting beliefs strengthens your alignment with divine guidance. Each choice to trust rather than doubt, to affirm rather than complain, to act with courage rather than hesitation, reinforces the flow of abundance, love, and opportunity into your life. The universe responds to these choices in ways both subtle and profound, arranging circumstances to support your vision, opening doors that were previously hidden, and guiding you toward experiences that reflect your true potential. This conscious partnership with the unseen forces of life ensures that every step you take, every decision you make, and every thought you entertain is supported by intelligence, love, and perfect timing. Abundance, joy, and the full expression of your true potential are not distant dreams or conditions to be sought externally. They are the natural state of your being, waiting to be recognized, embraced, and allowed to flow through every aspect of your life. The universe is infinite and overflowing, and as a conscious co-creator, you are invited to align your thoughts, words, and actions with this limitless source. Alignment is the key, for it is only when your inner world vibrates in harmony with the principles of abundance and joy that external circumstances can reflect the richness and fulfillment that is your birthright. Every desire, every hope, and every aspiration is a call to attune yourself to the divine current of creative energy that brings forth prosperity, happiness, and the realization of potential. To align with abundance is first to recognize that scarcity is an illusion. The world is rich beyond measure, and your life is a direct reflection of the consciousness you cultivate. When your mind dwells on lack, limitation, or comparison, it creates a barrier to the flow of abundance. Conversely, When you focus on gratitude, positivity, and the possibilities available to you, you magnetize opportunities, resources, and blessings that mirror the abundance within. Each thought of prosperity, each affirmation of sufficiency, and each act of generosity multiplies the flow of abundance in your life, demonstrating the principle that what you give, whether in thought, word, or deed, is returned to you many times over. Joy is the companion of abundance, and it is both a state of mind and a mode of living. To align with joy is to recognize the blessings already present in your life, to see the miraculous in the ordinary, and to celebrate the gift of existence itself. Joy is not dependent on external circumstances. It is a reflection of your inner harmony and the degree to which you are attuned to the infinite intelligence guiding your path. When you cultivate joy, it becomes a powerful force that radiates outward, influencing every situation, enhancing relationships, and attracting experiences that reflect your inner light. Joy is a vibration that resonates with the universe, drawing into your life experiences, people, and opportunities that match its frequency, reinforcing the abundance and potential that are your natural inheritance. True potential is the divine blueprint within you, a map of gifts, talents, and capacities waiting to be expressed in their fullest measure. To align with your potential requires awareness, courage, and a commitment to self-discovery. It involves recognizing the unique abilities you possess, nurturing them with practice and intention, and allowing them to serve both your personal fulfillment and the greater good. Your potential is not static. It expands as you step into alignment with the principles of abundance and joy, responding to your thoughts, words, and actions with opportunities for growth, success, and meaningful accomplishment. Every time you act in harmony with your inner purpose, you release more of the latent power within, revealing new capabilities, insights, and achievements that were previously hidden. Alignment is a process of conscious attunement. It requires vigilance in thought, care in speech, and intentionality in action. Your mind must focus on what you desire to create, rather than on the obstacles or limitations that may appear to exist. Your words must reflect confidence, faith, and affirmation of your inherent worthiness. Your actions must be consistent with the vision of abundance, joy, and potential that you hold. The law of mind responds to this unified alignment with precision, arranging circumstances, people, and opportunities to bring your vision into manifestation. The universe is not indifferent. It mirrors the state of your consciousness, and when that consciousness is focused, harmonious, and expansive, the reflection is equally abundant and joyful. Gratitude is a cornerstone of alignment, for it opens the heart and magnifies the perception of blessings already present. By cultivating gratitude, you affirm that abundance is not a future possibility but a current reality, and you train your consciousness to recognize the opportunities and resources surrounding you. Each moment of appreciation acts as a magnet, drawing more to be grateful for, and reinforcing the energetic pattern of abundance in your life. Gratitude transforms ordinary experiences into miracles, ordinary circumstances into lessons of enrichment, and ordinary moments into celebrations of life itself, all of which enhance your alignment with joy and the expression of potential. Faith is also essential in this process. Faith is the unwavering trust that the universe is intelligent, benevolent, and infinitely capable of bringing your desires into manifestation. It is the conviction that every circumstance, every challenge, and every encounter is part of a divine orchestration designed to guide you toward your highest good. When you maintain faith, you are no longer shaken by doubt, fear, or uncertainty, and you are able to act with confidence and clarity. Faith aligns your consciousness with the creative forces of the universe, allowing your potential to unfold naturally, your abundance to increase effortlessly, and your joy to deepen continuously. Visualization, affirmation, and intentional action are powerful tools in this alignment process. By clearly imagining the life you wish to live, speaking affirmations that reflect your desired reality, and taking inspired actions that move you toward your goals, you create a dynamic cycle of manifestation. Each visualization strengthens belief. Each affirmation reinforces possibility, and each action translates intention into reality. The universe responds not to wishful thinking, but to focused, harmonious alignment, amplifying the energy you emit and arranging circumstances that reflect the abundance, joy, and potential you are consciously cultivating. Releasing resistance is a critical part of alignment. Resistance often manifests as doubt, worry, procrastination, or attachment to outcomes. It creates friction that slows the natural flow of life and obscures the realization of potential. By letting go of control, trusting in divine timing, and maintaining focus on the desired state rather than the obstacles, you allow the creative energy of the universe to operate unhindered. Alignment is not about forcing outcomes, but about harmonizing with the current of life, so that the expression of abundance, joy, and potential becomes natural, effortless, and continuous. Every aspect of your being is a channel for the creative energy that brings abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Your thoughts, words, and actions are the instruments through which this energy flows, and by consciously attuning each to the principles of alignment, you create a life of remarkable richness and purpose. Abundance becomes visible not only in material terms, but also in relationships, opportunities, insight, and well-being. Joy permeates every experience, coloring even challenges with lessons, growth, and gratitude. Your potential unfolds naturally, revealing capacities, gifts, and achievements that align with the highest expression of your being. The alignment of mind, word, and action with abundance, joy, and true potential is both a discipline and an art. It requires attentiveness, practice, and the willingness to release old patterns, fears, and limiting beliefs. It requires the cultivation of faith, gratitude, and an unwavering focus on the highest possibilities of life. As alignment deepens, the external world begins to mirror the inner state. Opportunities appear with greater ease, relationships become harmonious, and a sense of fulfillment pervades your existence. The universe responds to this attuned consciousness with intelligence, grace, and synchronicity, demonstrating that the life you desire is not separate from your being, but a direct reflection of the alignment you cultivate within yourself.